Hi, these comments are for RR, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com, and you did speaking and writing practice today, right? So I'm looking at the essay right now, actually. Let's take a look at. Okay, here we go. So on this one, I actually gave you a score of 3.75 out of 4, 24 points out of 30. I'm going to give you one suggestion here. So when you're framing the thesis, so you say, I would eliminate the Army. This is for two reasons. I would just say I would eliminate the Army because they are completely damaged by their own corruption and the Army constantly abuses the power. You want to say of the citizens or of the country's residents or something. So you're having a few word choice problems here. And I would combine those two sentences and not use the colon. So that's one suggestion I would say with your writing there. But overall, you have a good kind of development of ideas. I think everything fits together pretty well. So looking over at the rubrics, I think here I'm put a high 3. May demonstrate inconsistent facility, sentence formation. You do have some problems with sentence formation and word choice. However, you also have some really strong organization and development of details. So that's why I put you at a high 3. Okay, after listening to your practice test the first time, it it's not entirely clear everything that you're saying. So listener effort is needed because of unclear articulation, awkward tone, a little bit of a choppy rhythm in there. I think maybe with the topic development, the question is, do you like an active job like a pilot or a passive one like an accountant? So I would mention accountant or pilot. Basically, you should be choosing one of those. So, well, if I had to, I would choose to have more passive job like an accountant, or I want a more active job like a pilot because. Okay, so listen to your response one more time.
I definitely prefer an active job since it is
See, prefer what? I'm not quite sure what you're saying right there. So I definitely prefer.
healthier for me and more interesting.
So, but I wasn't quite sure the job that you named there. So it's healthier and more interesting. But more interesting, I think that's going to be difficult to support with specific detail. Healthier, maybe you can give some examples to support that.
First, an active job maintains me in a good shape since I have to
See that whole between about 5 and 10 seconds, I'm not getting everything you're saying there.
stay up for a long time. To illustrate, when I worked as a bartender, I was required to stay up for almost 7 to 8 hours per day in the bar. That maintained me in a good shape without going to the gym. Moreover,
Now, does that relate to an active or passive job, in your opinion, a
it
bartender?
is really interesting. For example, when I am in a party with a lot of people with boring or passive job, they all want me to tell them my stories in the bar and everything that happened there. I definitely prefer an
So I didn't quite get in the beginning what job you're actually talking about. Then you talked about bartending and gave some examples there, but the whole response, it didn't really directly fulfill the demands of the speaking task. So I think that's part of the problem there. I'm going to put you at 2.5 out of 4, 17 points out of 30 on this practice test. The lesson I want you to take a look at independent, TOEFL independent speaking strategies, lesson number 1. That's a good lesson for you to take a look at right now. Also, speaking lesson number 7, it's how to make your writing and speaking more coherent. I think that's also a good lesson for you right now. All right?